Locked in so far. I don't know what's up with this shit. I really do need to get a new CF card because this shit, my camera is bugging the fuck out. Like terribly. Check this out. Check. We in here, man. We are in here. Shout out to everybody who is tuning in. It's absolutely a great day. A lot of conversations today. Normally my Saturdays are very mellow. I don't really have a lot of, interactions with people. Most of the time it's because I've been working all week. So it's like I don't want to come home and then continue to have full-blown conversations. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just like that. That's just the type of person that I am. But for me, I'm telling you, I like to chill. I like to be able to watch a little TV if must. You know, I do catch up on podcasts. I know Tim Dillon drops on Saturdays, so definitely always locked in with that one. I know you guys heard about the Liver King, man. I know you guys heard about. If you're online at any time, at any point in time this week, you heard about the Liver King arrest. Now, you might not know who the hell Liver King is, but I'm about to tell you right now. He's a prolific fitness influencer known for his bizarre animalistic diets. And he's a fucking douchebag, like he's not a real influencer. He makes up these things, right? He creates these little systems, right, that are very animalistic. So I'm glad that Fox covered, used that wording correctly. It is very animalistic. He pretends to be this fucking dog or something. All right. And all he does is eat raw fucking meat. Okay. And he does dumb shit in the woods. All right. You ever watch his videos? He's eating raw meat, popping eggs over his head, eating those, and just running around the woods half naked. That is what he does. And he gets paid for it. He gets paid. This is the part. This is the understanding I'm trying to have with social media. You can't give me a chance. But you give a half-naked white dude in Colorado a chance to fucking just run around the fucking woods butt naked eating raw meat. And you give him spot. You're like, yeah, throw him a fucking Celsius, man. We need a Celsius deal for this guy. You guys are fucking insane. All right? For even, I get it. Just to watch it is kind of crazy. Like, you sit there and you just, you admire how much of an idiot he is. But the fact that businesses really take advantage of that moment and say, yo, let's give this guy a deal. All right. It's that's what life is though. That's exactly what it is. But I digress. Okay. He was released from a Texas jail. So the problem is this. Let me bring you up to date on something. Okay. Brian Johnson, known as the Liver King on his popular social media platforms, he was released from Texas in a Texas jail after he was arrested Tuesday night, according to posts on his Instagram. So this is the deal, man. Here's the deal. This guy, Liver King, has a beef. All right. He's got a bone to pick with Mr. Rogan. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I don't like Joe Rogan. I'm going to just be real and put that out there right now. I think you guys need to know that. I don't really fuck around with Joe Rogan. I don't like Joe Rogan. I don't think he's a comedian. I think he's a gatekeeper. And he just has it easy right now. He's riding the wave, and I respect it. I respect the fact that he's riding the wave. He knows what he's doing. He's in the right place at the right time, and he's got the right people around him. So I'll give him that. But other than that, the man has always been this weirdo, from Fear Factor to the little movie clips that he did, he's always been chasing this fucking thing. I guess just like all of us, I'm not going to sit here and say you wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I would do exactly what he's doing. But the point is that I don't fuck with Joe Rogan, just plain and simple, So with that out the way, the Liver King is beefing with Joe Rogan as well, but he's taking that shit to a whole new level. He's talking about he wants to see him. He wants to fight him. Drove all the way down from Colorado just to meet with him in Austin. Had a whole shirt and everything, like a him versus Rogan shirt. I mean, he was activated and he was ready to go. He wanted Rogan's ass. Pause. I knew it was coming. And you saw me pause for a minute. I was like, I got to finish it now. I commit. I don't care how ugly the sentence will be. If I have to say it, I'll commit. But anyways, push that out to the side. Yeah, he was released from a Texas jail after he was arrested Tuesday night, according to a post on his Instagram. So he went right back to posting. Dude didn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Will it happen? Will he ever meet Joe Rogan? Apparently, there's a restraining order that was put in motion, and obviously for the right reasons. But I don't know. I would like to see Joe Rogan face off with the Liver King. Why not? I mean, you're a UFC commentator. You do jiu-jitsu. You claim to be tough. Just do it. Give Liver King and the audience, because right now everybody's watching, give us all a show and get paid for it. Why not capitalize on it? I mean, honestly, the only reason I could see Rogan not wanting to fight this guy is because he's scared. Rogan is scared. He is scared to get into the ring with that crazy motherfucker. And I don't blame him. Look at this crazy motherfucker. Now, other than the fact that he's a liar, all right? He's a fucking liar. Took steroids. Talked about he was natural. He's not even natural now. But he swears up and down he's natural. He's a fucking douchebag. But Joe Rogan is just right there with him. They both level at the same place. So why not bring them into the ring and let the douchebags beat the shit out of themselves? Just do it. Come on, Rogan. Rogan, you can do it. I believe in you, Rogan. I mean, you got that lock, I think you said, right? You did like a lock or something. In one of his episodes, he was talking about how he takes a guy like this. And I mean, whatever the case may be, you are a UFC trained fighter with no fights under your belt, but you are. Go fight the Liver King. It would be pretty cool if he would get into a fight with Rogan. I honestly think it would be a cool fight. They should do it. They should definitely face off, all right, in a UFC battle. I would love to see it. I mean, let's get it done, right? Let's get it done. Everybody wants to see it. I know I do. I'd love to see fucking Rogan, show everybody that he doesn't really know how to fight. It's the funny thing. You got a guy that is faking that he's natural, right? Fakes that he doesn't take any kind of steroids, which he does. And then you got the other guy who thinks he's like the best shit in the world because he has a top ranking podcast. So he's a commentator on UFC. Y'all better watch it with this guy. That's the vibe I get from Rogan. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I do not. Maybe I am reading Rogan the wrong way. But when I look at Rogan, what I see is an arrogant fucking man. My opinion. You can't tell me shit. My damn opinion. Anyways, we'll see where this shit goes. He's got a restraining order on the guy, so he definitely is. He definitely is gonna. Yo, imagine he still pulls up on him with the restraining. Yo, that's crazy as fuck. I don't even know why he's so pissed. Like, just because of those comments that Rogan made on his podcast, he has not let it go. And this was a while back, right? And he can't let it go. He cannot let it go. AOC's claimed Bronx identity called bold-face lie by former schoolmate turned New York Assembly man. Holy shit. Let me tell you something real quick. AOC, right? I don't want to get too I don't want to invest or commit too much of this time to AOC because I'll tell you right now, I can run for hours on how I feel about this thing. Whatever she is, Spanish, Indian, looks more Indian to me. But whatever, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's image as a tough Bronx native is being challenged by a New York lawmaker who revealed photos of her in high school. In the yearbook, from Yorktown Heights, a suburb nearly an hour outside of New York City. Now, you know, she always gave me suburban vibes. You know, the way she talks, she wants to be like a Bronx, like a hood Bronx person, and she's not. There's nothing hood about her. There's nothing tough about. She looks like a damn idiot. Like, I mean, I'm sorry. I'm not. Listen, and this is me pulling back. I could go a lot harder. I'm trying to be nice right now, okay? I am doing my best to not completely blow my entire lid off. What I'm trying to say is that she's definitely lying. We've been known that. And this just solidifies how much of a liar AOC is. Even the stuff that she's fighting for, when she's fighting against Trump about this, that, and the third, she doesn't make sense in her arguments. They're empty arguments. There's nothing of a substance in any of that, you know? And there's been people that have came, you know, run right into her, all right? And like ran right into her and asked her questions right on the spot, and she couldn't answer them, or at least rather she couldn't get the right answer to correlate with the question. She always has something else to say. It's almost as if she didn't have your answer, so she just gave you whatever bullshit she knew. And that's kind of fucked up, all right? Like, when you're talking about impeaching somebody and you're impeaching Trump, you better have your shit in order, because it ain't going to be an easy walk in the park. I mean, this man has dodged bullets. Literally. Like right on the ear. What makes you think that you're going to stand the chance trying to bring an argument on why you think it is, you know, eminent to impeach Trump? You're out of your fucking mind, AOC. All right? Digressed. Sorry. New York State GOP Assemblyman Matt Slater. That's the man right there. That's the man doing the work. Now representing Yorktown, shows images of a young Ocasio-Cortez earlier this week on X. In the post, Slater claimed that he and a rising Democrat star attended the Yorktown High School at the same time when she was a freshman and he was a senior. Everybody in our community knows this is just a bold-faced lie. Freshman and a senior. Okay? He watched her come in to the high school. She was a baby. And he's got pictures of her. You know, what she's going to do now, she's probably going to spin it. She'll probably try to spin it. Democrats like to spin a lot of stuff. I don't know if you've noticed that. Democrats, Democrats, and journalists that side with Democrats always have this thing about them that they love to spin any story. All right? It's kind of funny when you think about it. I don't know. I'd be laughing sometimes because they'll say the craziest stuff. I mean, just like recently when Hexef was on the podium talking about, you know, how things went, and this journalist out of nowhere wants to talk about, you know, how he's not recognizing women. Bitch, sit your $5 ass down. That's it. Just sit it down. No one is here to talk about genders, and nobody's here to talk about race. But yet here you are, trying to make a point. This is the problem with, you know, people today. And again, I digress, but that's the problem also that AOC perpetuates. See, she's a politician. She has influence, and yet here she is behaving in such a way that she makes other people think it's acceptable to live that way or acceptable to believe like that. And honestly, it's very toxic. AOC is a toxic person. I'm surprised that she's still in Congress. She shouldn't be. She shouldn't be. She should be, you know, she should be working at McDonald's. Okay? That's what she should be working at. She should be working at McDonald's flipping fries. Not in Congress. But that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. And then also, let me just add something else too, man. I could have went a lot harder on AOC. I could have, listen, I want to. But then I wouldn't have a page. And the fucked up part about all of this is I would not have a page because of what I said about AOC. It would be about the way that I delivered it. You know? Because I would really want her to understand how dumb she is. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's it. I think it's comedic, to be honest. I watch AOC I've been watching her for years now. And she doesn't get, she's like one of those, you ever seen somebody that's a dog that's tied to a fence, right? Where's it going to go? It's just going to be there, but they still try. They'll see you coming and they'll hang up and hold their fucking neck. They'll be choking themselves just to get to you. Okay? That is AOC. AOC is a dog chained to a fence. And that fence is the Democrat Party. And she is a little chihuahua who was never even born or raised in any area of actual conflict. She lived in a comfortable suburban neighborhood. Well, I appreciate you, Matt Slater. You know, we knew this. Well, I knew this already. I'm pretty sure a lot of people did, but I appreciate Matt Slater for stepping up and bringing it out. Someone needs to quiet that bitch down already. Who's going to quiet fucking AOC down? I mean, every time she's on the news, she's saying something stupid, you know? Someone needs to quiet that bitch down. That's all I'm going to say. Wallet Hub is renowned for its comprehensive research on a wide array of topics, from spotlighting top-notch consumer credit cards to analyzing voter participation across the U.S. states. Let's go. They also curate an annual list that ranks states by their levels of education. That is interesting. Hold on. Let's pull this shit up right here. Okay, Mississippi is in 50th place. Now, how is this work? Is it from the least to the greatest, I believe? So the low numbers configure the single digit numbers are the numbers with the people that are the most smartest, or the states that are most smartest. Shit. Fucking Mississippi is 50th place. That they're at the bottom. It says, once again, the Magnolia State finds itself at the tail end of the American educational race. This isn't a new view for it, as it's often seen the back of the pack when it comes to schooling systems. Ouch. You want to go live in Mississippi, you better hope that your son at least gets a fucking a degree in McDonald's or something, you know? Now, I'm not taking shots at McDonald's either. And I said it twice. I want to make sure everyone knows. McDonald's is the most easiest thing that I can equate to manual labor, other than construction. But I'm trying to do something here, okay? So relax. I'm not taking shots at McDonald's. But wait, there's more. This educational roller coaster doesn't seem to have an insight with the state's academic woes continuing the pileup. Huh. Interesting. The Magnolia State, Mississippi, had sadly earned the dubious distinction of being the nation's least educated state, according to the Wallet Hub. Other reports echo the sentiment, with Education Week giving its disheartening F for academic achievement and a D for student success. But can you guess which state is nipping at Mississippi heels, vying for the second last place? Well, it's plain to see. West Virginia. You know, I actually thought West Virginia was going to be the tail end. I thought West Virginia was going to be 50, to be honest. I didn't see that one coming. I mean, I'm not talking shit about Virginia. You know, you guys are awesome over there, I'm sure. I've driven by it, I think. I've had to, because I've rode my bike from New York to Texas, so I've went south, and then boom, you know, cut to the west. Anyways, yeah. So Virginia, you know, I don't know what's in there. I don't know what's in there. I can't talk if I don't know. I don't know what the fuck they do in Virginia, and not just Virginia, West Virginia. You know how rural I seen Virginia, and I don't know if that was the west or the east, but when I was riding my bike from New York to Texas, and I crossed through the state line, like I just into Virginia. I was just like briefly there for a bit. You know, we had to go from there to get to Atlanta. Anyways, or to Georgia. I'm sorry. Anyways, long story short, all I remember is thick ass woods everywhere. I didn't see Virginia. Maybe that's why they're 49th. There's nothing there. In the wild and wonderful state of West Virginia, it's not just the students who find themselves in a pickle. Oh, shit. In a pickle? Who the fuck wrote this shit? But the educators, too. As reported by WBOQY, or OY, I'm sorry. As reported by WBOY News, The trifecta of the job pressures, meager salaries, and limited opportunities for advancements has created a revolving door with teachers exiting as quickly as they enter. The teacher exodus is a conundrum that needs a solution and fast. So basically, teachers don't even want to be there. That's what it is. Yeah, that's a problem. Shit. Shout out to West Virginia. Stay strong, you know what I'm saying? That's all I can say. 48th place is Louisiana. All right, you know what? I'm going to do the least and the last. I don't got time to be running down. We all pretty much dumb. It doesn't matter where you are. You're going to have some dumb motherfuckers in states. So it don't matter what place your state lands on. You could be in the smartest state in the world, still have the dumbest motherfuckers in there. I know. Look at Connecticut. Matter of fact, let's check out Connecticut right now. I better not see Texas before Connecticut. What the fuck is this? We got South Carolina. Come on and raise up. We got Nevada. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep pushing. We got New Mexico. Damn, we are rolling, bro. Where the fuck? We got to keep it going. We don't got time for this shit, dude. Tennessee. Shit. Come on, come on. Let's go. Texas is 39th place. God damn it. I thought I'd see Connecticut before. Why the fuck is why is Texas the 39th slowest fucking country in the world? That is not right. Let's see what they got to say. The Lone Star State always keeps us on our toes with its fascinating paradoxes, despite swaggering in at a respectable 15th spot for educational quality. It just barely sidestepped the dubious distinction of being in the bottom 10 for most educated states. It's like a wild rodeo ride where you never quite sure which way the bull is gonna buck. Listen, I don't know who wrote this shit, but I better not see your ass in person. I mean, your jokes are horrible. You suck at even writing a fucking an article. You know what the fuck is this? It's like a wild rodeo ride. How about you wild rodeo ride yourself out this bitch? It's a fucking article that sucks. All right, I don't even believe if this is even true. It's on 38. It just keeps going, bro. This is the longest article. Like, can you had just not, you didn't do a graph? No one wants to hear your weak ass jokes. You could have just done a fucking what do you call that? You could have just done a straight graph, bro. Do the graph, get it over with. That's it. You know what I mean? Like, fuck. We're over here scrolling through shit. 33rd place is Ohio. Shout out to Ohio. 17th place is Delaware. Let's go. They jumped it. Good. 17th place is Delaware. Who the fuck even know? I forget about Delaware. Why is Delaware one of those states that just you don't hear much about? I don't even know if I've ever. No, I've never been through Delaware. I absolutely not. Delaware. Hell is in Delaware. Wyoming. Never been there either. Hawaii. Fuck Hawaii. Oregon is 14. New York is 13th place. Illinois is 12th place. I swear to God. 11th is Utah. Minnesota's 10th. Jersey's the 9th. Jersey is amongst the most educated? Since when? 8th place, New Hampshire. 7th place, Washington. 6th place, Virginia. 5th place, Connecticut. Here we go. Hold the fuck up. The only reason I'm thinking about Connecticut at this moment is because I'm in the state right now. So I can honestly give you a very intel, real-time heads up on the accuracy of this fucking article. Connecticut is 5th place. Hold on to your hats, folks. Yo, he needs to stop. Just write it. You don't have to do all this animated bullshit. I'm going to just skip. You're going to see I'm going to skip through the animated shit. We are now breaking into the top 5. The creme, oh, god damn it. The creme de la creme. Okay, guy, relax. Of American education, snagging the 5th spot is the most charming state of Connecticut. Its impressive ranking is largely credited to its littlest learners, with a significant chunk of kiddos hitting the books from a tender age. That's right. Connecticut is making sure the children start their educational journey early, and it's clearly paying off. Well, ain't that some shit? I'm not even mad at it, to be honest. If the kids have a good, they have a good base, a good foundation, that's great. I love it. I got my kids that are in school right now in this state. So honestly, there's nothing bad I could say about it. I'm going to be real. If we're speaking on the kiddos, now the adults, I don't know what happens. I don't know if the time difference is what's going on here, but the adults are not educated. All right. I've ran into a set of adults before, many times before, that are just, you got to question, that's what I'm going to say. You got to question where they are mentally, because they're just not, it's just not there. It's not there. There's absolutely something going on with those people. But that's what's up. Shout out to Connecticut, man. 5th place. I just want to know who's first at this point, I just want to know who's first. So first is, Maryland. Shout out to Maryland people. 2nd place. They are pretty smart. Shout out to Maryland, man. You guys got a lot of problems, but for some reason you're cultivating a good educational system. Shout out to y'all, man. Y'all got to do something about Baltimore, though. I'm just saying, Baltimore they did not help the state of Maryland with this educational review. They probably didn't even pull up. All right, let's just say that. They probably just excluded the inner city part. They just did like the outskirts, They did the other towns. Not taking shots at Baltimore. I'm just saying, you got a good team. Got a good NFL team, but I'm not saying anything. Just keep it like that. First place, let's find out who is first place. Massachusetts. Well, I'll be God fucking damned. I'll be goddamned. Is it any wonder that the crown of America's most educated state is perched atop the head of Massachusetts? It is the intellectual powerhouse where the world-renowned Harvard University, and we're not going to get into Harvard, okay? Harvard, you guys are, listen, I'm going to just keep reading. Let me just keep reading. Every time I digress. That's my problem, okay? It's the intellectual powerhouse. Okay, whatever. MIT reside. I know. We know that Harvard and MIT reside there. These esteemed institutions are not just the pride of the state, but they are the shining beacons of knowledge that illuminate the entire globe. This guy is sucking dick. This guy probably graduated or even just went to Harvard or something, because he is sucking dick. Have you watched the news and seen what Harvard is going through right now? There's not a bunch of bright people from what I'm seeing. It looks crazy. All right. The people I see there, all right, the protests and shit that are going on over the Palestine-Israel shit, which we're not going to get into because obviously people get too sensitive, didn't tell me that they're the bright and shining beacon of educational knowledge. Suck a fucking dick. Do not believe it. First place, Massachusetts. But anyways, man, I got some stuff lined up for you guys. I've been working really hard. I've been trying to get some things done. It's a pretty. I mean, when you think about it in hindsight, I'm glad I started this. But now that I'm in it, and trying to stay committed to doing these pods and these episodes, it becomes a bit of a tough task to just like to handle it. There's just a lot. There's a lot that goes on into this. It's not just what you see on camera. There's a lot of money that needs to be spent. There's a lot of things that need to be done. Writing, finding good material to talk about. And I don't even feel like I'm at my top yet. I'm still learning the game. I'm still, picking up the the angles and learning how to produce a podcast. To some might seem like a no-brainer, but there's so much more that goes into it when you want to do it right. So I want to give a shout out to all the people right now out there that are successfully creating podcasts. It takes a lot of work, and sometimes you need a good team. I do not have a team at the moment. I do have a few people that come around from time to time, and we work together. But I do not have a dedicated team. It's just me. And sometimes that can be very hard to achieve. Also, if you want to go check out some of my reels, I'm on Instagram. I'm back on that bitch. You can go to not Poetic, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting they took my name too. It's PS_visual_ENT. I'm going to leave a link on the bottom. You guys can just go there if you want to join me. You want to join me on Instagram, you want to get a part of the team, you want to learn more stuff about things that I've heard of. I like to bring stories to the table. If you've checked my previous episodes, you see that I bring whatever I think is interesting and I think that it's a good conversation, I will definitely write about. So, you could look forward to that. You could look forward to a little bit of comedy. And I also am a photographer, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I am a photographer. If you want anything done, I do modeling, I do event shoots, and I also do XXX. Now, let me explain that real quick to you. When I say XXX, I mean like OnlyFans content and the occasional, pornos and stuff. Yeah, I do that. What, are you surprised? You guys are surprised? Yeah, if you wanna book a session with me, I do photo shoots and stuff, all kinds of them. So you can always find me on Instagram. You can go log in on Instagram, find me there, or you can just hit me up here, hit me with a comment under the video, peoples. YouTube is a good place to connect too. Subscribe, like, share the content. Get other people to get in on this. The bigger the crowd gets, you know what I'm saying? The more people that get involved here, the better it's going to be for everyone. Let's create a voice. Let's create a voice where we can speak about the things that bother us on a day-to-day. All right? Let's create a voice where we can use it to send or to bring attention to certain things that most people don't want to. Okay? I don't know. I don't know what I am at these days, to be honest. I do it all. I just call myself a therapist. You go to my Instagram, you're going to see it. My title is therapist. I'm a therapist, okay? I'll help you through anything. You got a problem in your life, check out a podcast, or just connect with me and we'll do a photo shoot and we'll talk and you'll feel better after it, okay? I'm a therapist. See you later.